Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan will ask President Trump about images showing flags of the Syrian Kurdish Militia, People's Protection Units or YPG, flying on an American convoy in northern Syria. The U.S. deployed armored vehicles along the Syrian border with Turkey last week in an effort to deter clashes between Turkey and Kurdish fighters in Syria. VOA's Latika Hoke has more.
U.S. flagged convoys moved along the Syrian border with Turkey on Friday and Saturday, but social media also circulated footage showing Kurdish banners on the U.S. vehicles.
We will show these photos to President Trump at the meeting we will hold on May 16th.
The United States supports Kurdish militias fighting Islamic State militants, but U.S. ally Turkey calls them terrorist groups.
Since we are against international terrorism as partners, we will show these photos to them and ask what this situation is about. If the fight against terrorism is not carried out on a common platform, what happens to us today will happen to someone else tomorrow.
The U.S. show of force on the Syrian side of the border came after Turkish forces launched airstrikes against Kurdish forces in Syria. Syrian Kurds staged a protest saying the attacks killed civilians in the area.
From the early morning, residents began flocking toward Town Hamis to denounce Erdogan's attack on the town of Karachok and his killing of innocent civilians in the area. They also denounced Erdogan's attack on Rojava, which aims to unsettle security and stability in the region.
The Turkish president on Sunday threatened renewed military action against Kurds in Iraq and Syria.
We won't provide a date and time for when we'll come, but they will know that the Turkish military can come to such places any time. They should live in fear rather than us live in worry.
The Turkish government is involved in fighting Islamic State militants both in Syria and in Iraq, but Ankara fears that Kurdish militias in those countries may join Kurdish insurgents in Turkey to carve out territory for an independent Kurdish state. President Trump has said the main U.S. goal in Syria is to defeat Islamic State.